All right, everyone, we have come to the last checker understanding. This is checker understanding number 4 on page 193. We will be factoring using the concept of the difference of two squares. All right, what is the difference of two squares? Just real quick. If it is x squared minus y squared, the factors would be x plus y, x minus y, sort of the conjugate, if you remember that. Okay, so really, if you see the difference of two squares, to factor it, go right into two binomials, and then the first term would be the square root of the first term in the original question. The second term would be the square root of the second term in the original equation, and then plus or n minus. Okay, so let's see what that means. 16a squared minus 9b squared. Wait a minute. That appears to be the difference of two squares. Why? Because 16a squared is a square, all right? The square root is 4a. 9b squared is a square. The square root of is 3b. That tells us that we can right away go into the square root of the first term, which is 4a. We have a 4a here and a 4a here, while the second term would be the square root of 9b squared, which is 3b here and 3b here. How do we connect the two? Plus or minus that. Same goes for the second one here, all right? Now, if you're thinking, wait a minute, is that the difference of two squares? Yes, because this one, as you can see, has an exponent of 2 outside the binomial. This one as well. Therefore, how would it come out to be? So we have two binomials, all right? The first one would be the square root of 3x plus 4 squared, which is 3x plus 4, all right? So let me erase this because I think I'm going to need space, okay? The square root of 3x plus 4 squared is 3x plus 4, all right? That will be my first term. Now, if you're thinking, why did he put a space and another brace? Because we're going to be doing something here. I have a 3x plus 4 again. The second term here would be the square root of this one, which is just 2y minus 1. All right? 2y minus 1. And then, don't forget, you will have plus and minus. Okay, that is the most common mistake. Kids would forget this plus here and then this minus here, and then they would be multiplying, and then everything falls apart. And then we are going to simplify. All right? So, let's simplify this first. 3x plus 2y. The 4 and the negative 1 can go together. That would be plus 3. So we're done with this part. Now we look at this part. It would be 3x plus 2y. 4 minus negative 1 becomes 4 plus 1, and it gives you a 5. All right? So our final answer is 3x plus 2y plus 3 times 3x. No, that's not plus 2y. That should be this one here. All right? So good thing that I was paying attention. Okay. So this one should be a negative. Now, just in case you're like, okay, I got confused. Okay, guys, when we simplify this 3x is this 3x. All right. This negative 2y is this. The negative of 2y becomes negative 2y. All right. While this 5 is 4 minus negative 1. You got it? Okay. So again, it's very algebraic. It's very easy to make a mistake, just like what happened to me, but always double check. Just look at it again, all right? As long as you get the right answer in the end. If you do a mistake, fix the algebra, and then you'll be okay, all right? Last question. It's pretty much the same, all right? 27 times 2x minus 3 squared minus 75 times y minus 4 squared. Okay, so let's see what happens. Now, guys, Uh, do you notice that 27 and 75 actually are divisible by 3? All right. So what if we factor this out? 3 times 9 times, okay, let me use a square brace or square bracket. 9 times 2x minus 3 squared minus 25 times y minus 4 squared. Okay. What did I do? This 27 became 3 times 9. This negative 75 became 3 times negative 25. So I just factored out the 3. We good? Okay. Now, guys, I want you to concentrate on this. That appears to be the difference of two squares because 9 has a square root, 2x minus 3 has a square root, 25 has a square root, y minus 4 has a square root. Okay. So what would it be? Let us factor the inside, all right? Which means inside this square bracket. So the 3 remains outside. I used a red one for that just to emphasize that the 3 is still there. How do we factor this term or this expression? Okay. It would be 3 times 2x minus 3. All right. Yep. Okay. And then we are also going to have another 3 times 2x minus 3. How do we factor this? It would be 5 times y minus 4. And there will be a 5 times y minus 4. And to finish this off, plus or minus because it is the difference of two squares. Now, we are going to simplify. What do we simplify? We simplify this and we simplify this. Don't forget there's a 3 outside. All right, so let's put the 3 again as a red one just to make sure that we understand what's happening. Let's simplify this. That would be 3 times 2x would be 6x. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Plus 5 times y is 5y. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. All right, let's look at the other one. 3 times 2x, 6x. 3 times negative 3 minus 9. Negative 5 times y, negative 5y. Negative 5 times negative 4 plus 20. All right, let's simplify further because there are numbers we can put together. Okay. And I think we can see that this is the last step. The 3 is now going to be here. Outside, this 3 became this 3. Are you with me? And then 6x plus 5y. Negative 9 minus 20 is negative 29. While the other side, 6x minus 5y. Negative 9 plus 20 is plus 11. And there you have it, folks. That is the last check your understanding. Thank you for watching. Do the practice work.